Aloha everyone, and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. I'm so excited for this video because as passionate as I am about skincare, there's something that I'm even more passionate about. Saving the fucking earth. Like, have you heard of it? It's kind of been like a big deal. As you guys probably know, environmental sustainability has been a huge topic and one that I think needs to apply in every single industry, which is why I want to share with you guys today my top sustainable skincare brands. This is so fun, like merging my two favorite things together, skincare and sustainability. Here's the thing, when it comes to skincare, it is an industry that creates so much waste, specifically because it deals with a lot of little items that are replenishable every 3 months. So the amount of waste that even just one person creates by having a skincare routine is massive, which is why, in my opinion, we really need to start supporting brands that adopt a sustainable philosophy so that we can reduce our carbon footprint as much as we possibly can. So I've compiled a list of my favorite, most sustainable skincare brands out there to share with you guys, hopefully, so that you can discover some new ones, because literally a few of these I just recently discovered. Hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two, and if you're already supporting these brands, good for you, bitch. You're miles ahead of where I am. Bravo. So let's get into it. Just wanting to let you guys know as well, I know you're probably sick of hearing this if you've watched all my last videos, but I'm going to be doing meetups in Seattle, Los Angeles, and Chicago, and I would absolutely love to meet you in person. I just want an opportunity to give you a hug, and thank you so much for supporting me. So if you are interested in going to any of those meetups, there's a link below with all the dates, times, and locations. I would love to meet you. Anyways, moving on with the video. So here's the thing. Environmentally friendly and sustainable have become terms that are used quite frequently, but I don't think we understand the complexity behind those terms. In order for a brand to be really sustainable, it's very difficult. The system is made to prevent brands from becoming sustainable, which is why I think it's important that we identify which brands are really going out of their way to be as environmentally friendly as possible. And in addition, no brand will be perfect. Certain brands adopt certain sustainable principles that others have not yet, but I don't think that really matters. I personally come from the philosophy of, if a company is trying to do better, then we should fucking support that. Just an idea, you know? Because what I've come across so many times is when a brand does make a positive movement in the direction of sustainability, you'll find 100 people ready to call out every single tiny little way that they are not sustainable besides that, which is like totally ruining any drive brands have to do better. And while so many brands have so many things that they could perfect, I will always support brands moving in a positive direction when it comes to sustainability and ethics. With that being said, all of these brands that I'm going to list are cruelty-free and recyclable, and some of them are vegan as well. So you don't have to worry about any of that, because I personally think the fundamental base of a brand being environmentally friendly is that they should be cruelty-free and their packaging should be recyclable. Like, that's pretty much the basics. The first brand I want to talk about is my favorite. It is why I literally started working with the company, like, for this reason. Youth to the People. Youth to the People has been a brand that I've supported for so long. I initially fell in love with their cleanser right here, but as I learned more and more about the brand philosophy, I was like, holy shit, this brand embodies everything that I believe, because I feel like they're a perfect balance between effective skincare and ethics. One reason I love their products is because they are all found in glass packaging. If you didn't know, glass can be recycled an infinite amount of times, while plastic can only be recycled a maximum of 3 to 4 times before it ends up in landfills or inevitably in the ocean. Now, I am always a huge proponent of glass, but not all glass packaging is created equal, because in order for glass to be recycled, it needs to only be glass. And sometimes certain brands will fuse different types of materials to the glass, thereby making it really difficult to recycle. And Youth to the People goes out of their way to make sure that their packaging is as recyclable and reusable as possible. In addition, they also use vegetable-based ink for the outside that can easily be scrubbed off so that you can reuse your containers for various things. I've been reusing my cleanser bottles as plant holders, and I know a lot of people like to use the Youth to the People moisturizer bottles to hold their buds, which I think is brilliant. But you can use it literally for whatever you want. I use it for coin holders, water bottles. Another way Youth to the People is sustainable is in their systematic shipping system. Now, they, for very specific reasons, do not ship internationally from the private company, because the carbon footprint of doing individual shipments globally is massive. What they do instead is partner with Sephora to be able to distribute in large mass units their product to those areas, thereby cutting down their carbon footprint by a lot. And I really respect this, because most brands are very incentivized to be able to ship globally for, the profit that is available, but instead they have a very systematic way of shipping in order to reduce that footprint. Also, all of their products are manufactured in the USA, thereby decreasing the chance that slave labor is used within their production cycles. And just in general, the brand embodies so many strong ethical standpoints that I absolutely love. To give you guys a reference, just go to their Instagram page. They're constantly talking about the earth, how to help the planet, racism, diversity, people that need help, encouraging donations, all different kinds of stuff. And it's funny because on my channel, I tend to recommend Youth to the People products a lot. And I see comments all the time of people that are like,
oh, he's not being genuine anymore because Youth to the People makes him promote these products.
No, bitch. I literally love the brand. That's why I started working for them. The next brand that I love for their sustainability focus is The Ordinary. If you aren't familiar with The Ordinary, I am shocked because they're kind of one of the biggest skincare brands out there. I personally love them because of their really affordable price point and very clean and effective ingredient list. But when it comes to the majority of their products, I absolutely love that they choose to do it in clear glass packaging that can be easily recycled. And I think this is incredible because glass packaging is usually associated with more luxury skincare, but they managed to do it at a very affordable price point. I love the philosophy of Deciem, which is the parent company of The Ordinary. I was talking to someone and his boyfriend works for Deciem, and he was just talking about how the brand is so not focused on sales, but is instead focused on truly helping people and helping the earth. If you aren't aware, they did a wholesale the entire month of November in order to encourage people to consciously shop instead of just mass shop on Black Friday. And because of that, they also closed down their company on Black Friday to avoid the hyper consumerism that can be detrimental to the health of the earth. And it's just rare to find a company that is that ethically oriented, so I personally have a lot of respect for them. Moving on to The Body Shop, this is a brand that I recently discovered and I recently did a video on. Oh, for the majority of these brands, you can find videos on them, like The Body Shop, I recently did a video. The Ordinary, I did a video before. I think it's like the most viewed on my channel, so you probably already know about it. I will link them all in the description box below. But The Body Shop was really a company that I was not aware of until recently in terms of their ethics and sustainability. They adopt so many social initiatives. Like, they are one of the most socially oriented brands in the world, and especially since they are no longer owned by L'Oreal, they've been able to do a lot more selfless work, which I really respect, and they're very transparent about where they source their ingredients, the way in which they do it, in order to minimize slave labor and unsustainable sourcing as much as possible. Another reason I love the brand is because they have in-store recycling programs. You can bring any of your recyclable cosmetics to their stores, and using the TerraCycle program, you can just drop off all of your products there and they will recycle them for you. I specifically find this amazing because, for example, like where I live, there is no recycling service available. So it's really difficult for me to be able to recycle my cosmetic products. And I legit was planning to purchase services from the mainland to be shipped here so that I could put all my cosmetic products in and then I could ship it back to the mainland to be recycled. But with the Body Shop locations, they offer that service, which I think is incredible and I will continue to use. Overall, with the Body Shop, I just love that everything is done with intention and transparency. That is something that is so hard to find, but so critical when it comes to ensuring the sustainability and ethics of a brand. Moving on to a brand that I literally just found today. This morning, I was just looking for sustainable brands, seeing if I could find any last ones that I didn't know about, and I was so pleasantly surprised to find it. It's called Kinship. Kinship is a relatively new skincare brand that focuses on very clean products, but what really blew me away about them is their packaging. Now, they do use plastic packaging. However, it is made of 100% recycled material that they gather from the ocean around the world. They gather all the plastic together, melt it down into pellets that are used to create their packaging, which is incredible. And so far, I believe they've removed 1.5 tons worth of trash from the ocean. But here's the last thing that I think is so cool. So not only do they gather their trash to use to make their packaging, on the back of each product, you'll find a QR code that you can scan, and it will show you the exact location where the trash used to make your packaging was sourced from. That is so cool, innovative, and amazing. This is the type of technology and thinking that we need for the future. So obviously I had to buy a few items from their website. I bought the Super Mellow cream and the sunscreen. I'm really excited to see how they work, especially because they are free of essential oils in those products. I was like, yes, gods. I can only think of one company that's transparent in that way. It's called Me to We, a company I absolutely love, but they don't deal with skincare. The fact that they're doing this for skincare, sorry, it made me so excited when I found this brand. I definitely think this is going to be one of my new favorite brands in general, but I'm excited to try the products and see, and of course I had to include it in this list because of those reasons. And then last, Lush Cosmetics. Now, if you haven't seen my video on Lush Cosmetics, I will link it down below. They are a brand that I feel a little bit morally conflicted because from an ethical and sustainable standpoint, they are literally doing everything right. They offer products like their shampoo bars and hair masks that are completely free of packaging. If they do have packaging, packaging. They have a recycle program that you can trade your packaging in for to get a discount. They're very transparent about where they source their ingredients from and the slave labor potentially used within their production cycle. Like, they literally do everything right, except for the ingredients that they formulate with, because they just formulate with so much fragrance, and I'm personally not comfortable using those products on my face. But I do realize that not everyone has the same standards as me for skincare. So if you are someone that is okay with fragrance in your skincare, honestly, the top company that I would recommend you support is Lush Cosmetics, because they're just doing so many things right, and I have so much respect for them. And those are all of my top favorite brands. I do want to ask you guys as well, I am currently working on my sustainability series that I am so excited for. Literally, this is taking months and months, but I'm so freaking thrilled to share it with you guys. But I'd also love to know, would you guys like to see a video on recycling, like how to recycle your skincare products? Because it is something that's so confusing and very difficult to find it easily broken down into like steps and helping people understand like which symbols mean what and everything. So let me know if you guys would like a video on that. I would be more than happy to make it. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.